Behind the facade, what's there? This week, I'm sharing the latest podcast published for the Maverick Paradox podcast. It's an interesting conversation with Jenny Toe, episode 134, about what's behind the facade. This is a conversation about imposter syndrome. Where does it come from? How is it formed? And what do you do about it? We also discuss how to empower someone and how to find out what your values are. So do listen to this interesting conversation. From time to time, I speak to coaches who explain to me that imposter syndrome is reaching devastating proportions. And this is very perplexing for Maverick leaders to hear, because whilst they're emergent thinkers, they favour logical, analytical thinking processes too. Quite the paradox. For a Maverick leader, if the evidence demonstrates that you're doing a good job with great results, then you would not consider yourself a fraud. That being said, Maverick leaders have high self-efficacy, so it wouldn't cross their mind to consider that they can't do something they've already committed to. Having looked into the concept of imposter syndrome, it seems to me that those that have it are unsure of what they have to offer the world. They do not understand how they are influencing others, nor do they really know what's driving them. It's no surprise then that when they are successful, it seems like magic. If you don't understand where your success comes from, when you are successful, you are suspicious of it. You feel like you don't deserve it, that you are indeed a fraud. And that effect of feeling a fraud, an imposter, can be absolutely devastating, causing high levels of stress, burnout, and low self-esteem. So to avoid this, you must have a good understanding of what your core identity is. Once you know the basis of your success, it is unlikely that you will still feel a fraud. Know and live your core identity, which consists of the core proposition, your core impact, and your core talent. And these are three perspectives of who you are and how you apply it to your work. When it's integrated, you understand and have clarity on what you do, your processes, and what you have to offer. You're also able to articulate this to others. So that second perspective is how you impact and influence the world. The final perspective is your very own success strategy. If you have imposter syndrome, then understanding the basis of your success is a relief and reduces the likelihood of stress and burnout. No longer an imposter. It is you, your work, your impact, and your talent perfectly aligned and integrated, a powerful driver to your success. And this is essential whether you run your own business or work within someone else's. So if you want to know your core identity as an individual, business owner, leader, or organization, then call me or email me to find out how I can support you or your organization to build a core identity that gives you the confidence you need to enjoy your work and influence others. Let me show you how. The Maverick Paradox magazine is for the pathologically curious. And we have over 400 articles to read in the magazine. And for this week, here are three to get you started. Traits of a Maverick: being knowledgeable, by myself. The Formula of Personality, by John Kenny. And Curiosity Made Me a Maverick, by David Chisler. And the Maverick Paradox podcasts is there to stimulate your execution. And there are over 100 episodes for you to choose from. So here's three. Episode 87 from Sheila Holt, discussing how to avoid the state of confusion. Episode 81, Julian Hayes II, speaks about the need to slow down to speed up. And episode 60, Christine Perikes, on the resilient Maverick. In my book, The Maverick Paradox, The Secret Power Behind Successful Leaders, we look at how Mavericks utilize power, take risks, and succeed in whatever they set out to achieve. It truly is the blueprint to becoming a successful leader. As you know, I am now the leadership columnist for HR Zone. And last week I was asked to write an article on Gareth Southgate's, which is England football manager, leadership style. Southgate is a Maverick leader, and I thought it'd be interesting to look at the 6 Maverick attributes that he utilises to make him a Maverick leader. Southgate is not the finished article. He's still growing and learning. Look at the notes below so you can access the video to find out more.
Hi everyone, this is Wish. I'm one of the co-chairs of the Central London CIPD Committee. I'm here to talk to you about a fantastic event coming up next week, which is all about how belonging and well-being go hand in hand. I'm super excited because it's a space I feel really passionately about, and it is the second of our house series events. And with me today, I have the fantastic Judith Germain, who's one of our speakers at the event. Hi, Judith.
Hiya.
So Judith, I know you're going to be doing a presentation in the event. So would you like to tell us a little bit more about what that presentation will cover?
So as you know, Whoosh, I help organisations improve their leadership impact and influence. And the presentation that I'm going to be talking about is the need to recognise your core identity and what does that really mean in terms of how we lead moving forward.
That's a really good point, Judith, and it's such a valid point because it's central, isn't it, to what we're talking about in next week's session. And just out of interest for those that are watching this video, why did you want to be involved in our belonging and wellbeing?
All the conversation that's taking place right now is all about burnout and well-being, and they're missing a trick. They're missing the fact that if you do not belong or feel like you belong in an organisation, it has a much bigger effect than just, loss of productivity or engagement. It's to do with your health and your ability to really work hard as a team.
Yeah, really, really good points. And I'm going to leave it there because you have a lot more hopefully to say on this subject next week. So please do come along next week. It's a free event. It's an online event. Details of how to get tickets are in the comments below. We look forward to seeing you there and have a great weekend.
Last Saturday, I was asked again by Carleen Hibbert to co-host a pop-up room on all about Star Trek. It was a lot of fun. And as you know, the Maverick Paradox is usually on Clubhouse every other Wednesday at 5 p.m. UK time, where we have a great free-flowing conversation on Maverick leadership. We also answer questions relating to entrepreneurism and working within organisations. Our next Clubhouse room is the 28th of July. This week's The Mavericks of Mass Creation video is about do nothing. And this might sound counterintuitive, but in order to be more creative, it is really important to carve space where you do nothing. And David Chislett speaks to me about this paradox. Again, sign up below to see the rest of the video series. So what's next? Improving impact and influence, whether you run your own business or work for someone else, is something I enjoy working with leaders, business owners, and organisations to improve their impact and influence. Whether this is in person or remotely, I recognise that each client is facing unique solutions, so I tailor or bespoke a solution just for you. So if you're interested in finding out how I can help your business survive and thrive and your leaders to improve their impact, call me or send me an email. Call in all those that think differently and want to guess right. The Maverick Paradox magazine is looking for guest writers who can expand people's minds by showing them a different way of thinking, being, or acting. The audience is for those that are pathologically curious. So if you think you could write for the magazine, reach out by following the links below. Business owners, remember, knowing your core identity enables you to confidently approach prospective clients, knowing exactly how you can help them. When they benefit from your services, you can accept their accolades with good grace without rushing to discount what you do. This enables you to have more confidence securing future work. Your core identity, accepted, aligned, and integrated, lets you do what your heart sings with confidence and demonstrated talent. You can accelerate the impact that you have on the world around you and have the right clients drawn towards you. That ability to attract the right people and to be comfortable doing your own work is an important keystone to your success. If you're not quite there yet, book a call with me or send me an email and let's get that thing sorted out for you. Leaders and executives, knowing your core identity is important for you too. Many individuals with imposter syndrome struggle to accept their success in their work. This often leads to burnout and high levels of stress. It's hard to do your best work when you believe you shouldn't be in the position you're currently residing in. When your core identity is known, you're able to articulate your value to the organisation. Work should be a joy for everyone concerned, and having engaged, curious and productive employees is a key to that. So learn how to integrate your core identity, become a better leader and have a leadership team that knows what it's doing and delivers on its objectives. Whether you run your business or work within someone else's and you want the knowledge and capability to reduce the uncertainty in your decision making and increase your leadership impact, let's have a chat. Whatever you choose to do, enjoy the experience.